The name is Jesus, only Jesus. Oh, only Jesus. Only Jesus.
Welcome back to Faithful Chats. Today, we're stepping into Matthew chapter 6 and exploring Jesus' teaching about giving to the needy. This passage, found in Matthew chapter 6, verses 1 to 4, reminds us that our acts of generosity should come from a heart focused on God, not on impressing others.
That's right. Jesus begins with, "Be careful not to practice your righteousness in front of others to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven."
This sets the tone for the entire passage. Jesus isn't saying public acts of kindness are wrong. Instead, he's warning us against doing good things just to get praise or attention.
Exactly. The Pharisees of Jesus' time were known for making a big show of their righteousness, whether it was praying loudly in public or giving money in ways that drew attention. Their actions were more about boosting their reputation than honoring God.
And Jesus continues with, "So when you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and on the streets, to be honored by others. Truly, I tell you, they have received their reward in full."
I love how vivid this imagery is. Announcing it with trumpets might be an exaggeration, but the point is clear. If your goal is to impress people, that's the only reward you'll get.
But Jesus offers an alternative. He says, "But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret."
This is such a powerful metaphor. It's not about literally hiding what you're doing, but about cultivating a mindset where generosity is natural and humble. So natural, in fact, that it almost feels automatic.
Exactly. And Jesus ends with this, "Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you."
This is the heart of the passage. God isn't impressed by flashy displays. He sees the quiet, sincere acts of kindness that no one else notices.
So what does this look like for us today?
First, it's about examining our motives. Are we giving to genuinely help others? Or are we hoping for recognition?
And second, it's about letting generosity become a habit. When we regularly give with a humble heart, we reflect God's love and provision to those around us.
It's also about trusting God with the results. Sometimes we don't see the immediate impact of our giving, but when we trust that God sees and rewards, we're free to give without strings attached.
Listeners, here's something to reflect on this week. How can you give in a way that honors God and serves others without seeking recognition? Whether it's donating to a cause, helping a neighbor, or offering your time, think about how you can cultivate quiet, sincere generosity.
We'd love to hear your thoughts and stories about giving. Next time, we'll dive into Jesus' teaching about prayer, including the Lord's Prayer, one of the most well-known passages in the Bible.
Thanks for tuning in to Faithful Chats. Until next time, let's strive to give with humility and a heart focused on God, reflecting His generous love for the world. As we wrap up today's episode, we want to remind you that we don't shy away from difficult topics just like the Bible. We believe tackling challenging subjects head-on is important, because that's how we grow and learn together.
However, we know that sometimes these kinds of conversations don't exactly help with the algorithms. So if you found today's episode valuable, we'd love for you to share it with friends, Christian or otherwise. Help us spread these important messages far and wide.
If you'd like to support the creation of these episodes and help us continue diving into tough but essential topics, consider becoming a patron or grabbing some merch. All the information is below. Your support makes all the difference.
Thank you for listening. And until next time, keep growing in faith, truth, and love.